One of these contracts will bankrupt you. The other is perfectly fine. Can you tell which is which just by looking? If you said yes, you're about to learn why the most dangerous contract traps are designed to look perfectly reasonable. That's exactly what makes them lethal. Welcome to the final episode of Contract Myths Debunked. I'm Anna, and today we are exposing the deadliest myth of all. Here's what everyone believes. If a contract was really bad for me, I'd be able to tell. Bad clauses would jump out. Unfair terms would be obviously unfair. This makes intuitive sense. Surely something designed to harm you would look harmful. But contract writers are far more sophisticated than that. The most devastating contract traps are camouflaged as reasonable, standard, even protective clauses. They are written by legal teams who've spent decades perfecting the art of hiding poison in plain sight. The worse the terms are for you, the more normal they are designed to appear. Let me show you how deep this deception goes. Here's a real clause from a business partnership agreement. In the event of dispute resolution, the prevailing party shall be entitled to reasonable attorney fees and costs. Sounds fair, right? If you're right, they pay your legal bills. But here's what it really means. The other party has better lawyers and more money. You can't afford to fight even if you're right. This fair clause just removed your access to justice while appearing to protect both parties equally. First tactic, reciprocal language that sounds balanced but isn't. Both parties agree to, when only one party can actually use the clause. Second, protective framing. Dangerous terms disguised as being for your protection. Third, reasonable sounding limitations that are actually unreasonable in practice. Fourth, conditional fairness that only applies in situations that never occur. Here's another killer. Contractor agrees to reasonable notice for project changes. Sounds protective, they can't ambush you with changes. But who defines reasonable? The client does. 2 hours notice at 5 p.m. on Friday becomes reasonable when it's their deadline. Your protection just became their weapon. I've signed dozens of contracts. I know what to look for. Experience can actually make you more vulnerable, not less. You develop pattern recognition for obvious red flags while sophisticated traps evolve to bypass your defenses. The most experienced victims are often the most confident ones. Bad contracts come from good law firms with professional letterhead, perfect formatting, and sophisticated language. They look more legitimate than legitimate contracts. The presentation quality is inversely related to your protection level. The shinier the package, the more dangerous the contents. Multiple innocent-looking clauses combine into devastating traps. Individually, each clause seems reasonable. Together, they create legal quicksand. The arbitration clause seems fair. The limitation of liability seems standard. The indemnification seems mutual. Combined, they make it impossible to win against them ever. AI can see through the camouflage. It analyzes the practical impact of clauses, not just their surface language. It recognizes patterns of deception across thousands of contracts. It identifies when reasonable terms are actually unreasonable, when fair clauses favor one party, when protective terms actually expose you. AI sees the trap behind the friendly face. We've destroyed 7 deadly contract myths. Reading isn't understanding. Standard isn't fair. Lawyers aren't perfect. Costs aren't clear. You can't negotiate later. You will forget terms. And bad contracts look good. The only protection is systematic, AI-powered contract intelligence that sees what your eyes miss. Scantract is coming soon. We are building the AI that protects you from every myth we've exposed. Subscribe to be first in line when we launch, because your next contract might be your last mistake without it. If you would like to be part of the beta program, head over to www.scantract.co and register today.